two other personal goals that I think are really healthy and really important to have is focusing on your mental health and your physical health. I think that's something that you should definitely set up within the first 30, 60, and 90 days. And so what does that look like? I mean, I know for me, for my personal health, right, I need to find a doctor. I need to find a dentist. If, like if you have any sort of other thing that you need, maybe like a therapist or whatever, something that's going to take care of you and take care of your mental health. So it's something that you don't have to be concerned about. Mm-hmm. And then, also maybe try and find something that's going to support your hobbies and get you outside and get you active or exercise or get you around people, other like-minded people. That's going to be good for just having a good group of friends like outside of work that you can have.
Yeah. What's your hobby?
Mine?
Yeah.
So I what I do to keep kind of fit and kind of active is I go to the gym a lot. I try and go, because I travel a lot more now. It gets kind of taxing and kind of hard to go every day. But I'm aim for 4 to 5 days a week, preferably 5.
Look at that.
I'm not gonna do that, Daniel. I'm not. You're gonna embarrass me, so I'm not gonna do that. But also, I'm trying to pick up some outdoor activities. So like snowboarding. I picked up snowboarding this year, which was very.
Is that a thing in the Carolinas?
They have some. It's not.
Okay,
big. It's not.
Okay, no. So your hobby is that you fly far away and you go snowboarding. That's your hobby.
No, they do have it in the Carolinas. They do. They have some. They have one that's about 2 hours from me here in Charlotte.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's definitely something that I could do as like a day trip. But like if you want some real snow and some real mountains, you're gonna have to go out west for all that. I mean, that's pretty much how it is with anything outdoors. Like if you want to find the best hiking trails, the best snowboarding, best surfing, best waves, whatever, like you're gonna have to go out west. Like the Rocky Mountains are just absolutely beautiful, and like it's hard to beat them in any regard.
So that's how you picked up this hobby? Is you just go to the Rocky Mountains like on the regular? Or like
no. I go here in the Carolinas. So maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get to go out west, like once a year or maybe once every other year. But no, I go here in the Carolinas, and that's something that you can do with a group of friends, and it eats up a day. And if you have kind of like your own equipment, it's not super expensive to go. If you don't have your own equipment, then it can get somewhat pricey because you're probably looking at about, I don't know, $300 to $400 for a day because, like you got to buy your lift ticket, which is typically like here it's like $80. If you go out west, it's like $250. You have to rent a board, boots, helmet, like all that kind of stuff. And then of course you have to have like the clothes. So it can be kind of it can start out to be kind of expensive, but it's fun. I mean, it's a good way to spend a weekend or a Saturday, especially in the winter when there aren't a lot of other things like like you can't really do much like outdoor activities. You don't really want to do any outdoor activities. Like just walking around the city. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
that's a cool hobby. That's much cooler than my hobby. I mean, then again, my hobby is expensive too. I mean, I'm not one to talk like. Everybody that listens to this podcast knows that I'm an avid golfer. So that, I know. I'm Maddie and I are gonna go ahead
getting into it. Yeah. I keep trying to look at getting into it, man, and it's just like I don't want to buy clubs, and I don't want to look like I'm gonna look like a fool on any sort of. Anytime you put something like that in my hand, and I have to hit some sort of tiny, it's just gonna not work. I'm gonna look terrible. So I don't know. I probably will at some point. I think it's like for all the young people. All the young engineers that are getting out there, you should pick up golf. It is
or any hobby, but golf.
Yeah, but you should. Well, yeah, you should definitely have some personal hobbies that you enjoy. But golfing is like that is one of the most common ways that business trips or any sort of corporate kind of function.
At least in our industry,
something to do with business. Yeah. No, that's across every industry. Like people golf. That's what they do, especially like your higher ups. They want to go sit on a nice golf course and go hit a bunch of that's what they do. So pick it up, just so you're at least like good enough to not look like an idiot out there.
Yeah. Pick it up so you're good enough to not look like an idiot, and that you know enough to not be disrespectful while you were out there. Yeah. Just enough to just enough to know what you're doing. That's a good point. Right. Thanks for watching this segment of the Engineering Success Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All those things really help me out. They boost me up in the YouTube algorithm, and they'll help other people see this great content. Make sure to recommend the podcast to your friends. You can listen to it on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your podcast content from. And make sure you leave me 5-star reviews, like all my videos, and consider subscribing on Patreon or Anchor. All those things help me out, and I really appreciate it. Catch you in the next one.